Welcome back to another brand new episode of that Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast, and I'm here with boys Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. What up, fellas?
Hey. Oh, hold on, I didn't set something up. We were busy talking about other stupid shit, and I forgot to set something up.
Oh yeah. Before I forget, I'd like to give a shout out to PK Sniper.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, who was that again?
It's PK Sniper.
Sorry, you're gonna have to say that again.
PK Sniper. Yeah. In my lobby yesterday for the GT World Series, he gave a shout out to the DGR podcast. So
yeah.
Thanks for
Nice.
listening.
Thank you,
Nice.
Snipes.
I got together with Cody, aka Dirty Drifter, and gave him some tips yesterday morning
Oh, nice.
on how to drive the car. Yeah, he's down in those B lobbies, but you know, every little bit helps in those lobbies. And then he went to the local lesbian basketball game and had a few too many beverages. So when he got home, apparently he didn't do too well because he had too many beverages at the lesbian basketball game.
Also, shout out to Square Peg Racer.
Oh yeah, Square Peg, what up? Yes.
Also, shout out to Square Peg. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think Eddie is still listening. Eduardo, one of my customers. So shout out to you too.
Yep.
Thanks for everybody who does listen and says hello.
Yep. Thank
Represent.
We
you.
raced with Square Peg last night.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I
Yep.
heard.
Sorry, Square Peg. When you unghosted, I was right there. Wrong place, wrong time.
All
So
I got to
sucked.
say is I have enjoyed racing with Ricky Six.
Oh yeah,
Six.
he's good. I was racing with him.
Dude, you know what? He is a very good.
Dude, he's fast.
He is fast.
And clean.
Not
Yeah,
as
Ricky
fast
Six,
as,
yeah.
not as fast as me. Oh, so how was the race? Oh, before we talk about that, I need to go into this, and I'm not going to give the racer's name.
Ooh.
On Monday, Mike and I hopped on to do a little bit of racing, and I got annihilated in both my races.
Were these practice lobbies or just
No,
daily?
this was daily C.
Oh, okay.
So this guy we actually race with quite often, and decided that going into the bus stop at Spa and making it 3 wide when there was no room,
Ooh.
knocking me into another guy, which knocked that guy off, was totally fine.
Snaps.
So
I remember.
yeah, so I was like, bad choice, ? With the video clip. And he goes, why not? Have fun with it. I was like, yeah, it's fun being sandwiched because you have no patience. This person is a fast racer, and he starts at the back and he passes people.
Yeah, the same person. It was funny because shortly after that, I had a really clean side-by-side with them through a couple different corners with no issues at all. It was actually very exciting. And so I was like, even mentioned that, and it turned out that's the guy that kind of caused the problems and chaos for Jim. It was just like, oh. Now, made me think, was he scared because of the PDX? And he was worried about payback for that, and then, nothing happened, so he was just like, yeah, go fuck yourself, kind of thing. Because he got away with it, right? So.
Well, and then in the next race, I lost it. Number one, I got smashed off track by one dude. I lost it, went off track, and then I was coming back on track and spun the car again. And the dude that I'm talking about ran into me. The difference between he and I is I said, hey, sorry about that. I can at least admit that I made a mistake there. And his response was, it's just racing. It's not my fault that I went in and knocked you off the track. That's what his his excuse was. It's just racing.
If it's not a clean overtake, it's not racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to
And
keep her
then I had
clean
some,
as possible.
yeah, I had some, of course, it's going to be weird. A South American dude, like, there was a four-way battle. What is the downhill right-hander before Puan? Like, you're at the top of the hill, and you're going downhill towards Puan, or before Puan, and it's that hard right-hander that is always difficult.
I can't remember.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Going into that, and there are four of us really close together, having a great battle. He just comes piling in, boom, takes all four of us out.
What? No shit.
And everybody is just immediately like, at the end of the race, what was that at this person? And his response, it was turn one.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
Like what? What do you mean? It was turn one? Like somebody hit you at turn one and you're getting back at him? Like it made no sense at all. Like this is why I think I'm just going to switch over to my third account if I'm going to do any racing at all.
Yeah, any dailies.
Because what's crazy is I should be I'm starting to expect it more in A and A plus lobbies, but I know what's going to happen in a B lobby.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to have any fun at all, or do any of the daily races, I'm just going to go into my third account.
There you go.
And race there.
You don't have
because
to
it's
worry.
just it literally is not fun racing in the A accounts.
Yeah.
Like the shit that was happening behind me as I got through people. I mean, just watching people smack into each other.
Like
Like,
those dailies get a little wild. I'm not
talking. I'm talking. Let's put it this way. I'm talking about yesterday.
Oh.
And let's lead into the Gran Turismo World Series.
The Nations Cup.
So how was
what do we have Wednesday? Yeah.
There was no way I was doing that race.
Oh,
There's
Autotopoulos, right?
Yeah.
See, I can't even remember.
I was so mad. I was so mad about
yesterday.
Monday night. There was no way I was going to do.
Dude, Wednesday was fun.
Wednesday.
That was fun.
It was good.
Better than I anticipated, so got good paint.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It
was a good one. I had to do both races.
Where'd you end up, Sean?
First race it was pretty much shit. I was leading that race. For a majority of it, and then I made my tires. I was too hard on my tires, so qualified fourth.
No stop race.
No, it's a one stop. It's
One
a one
stop,
because it was 30 laps. Autotopoulos. I think it was what 3 or 2 times tire or 3 times.
Yeah, 2 or something. It was 1 and a 2 stop. Some people were 2 stopping.
Yeah, some people were 2 stopping. I did the 1 stop. Grid start. Qualified fourth. Got a great
Ferrari,
start,
man.
dude.
What
Great start, dude. I got into first right off the bat. Held it to about a lap 11. My tires were falling off bad, so I fell back. Then I made a mistake. Fell back to 6. Pitted. Came out, and I think I finished maybe like 6th or 5th. Should have been better. So I did the next race. Todd's like, fuck it. Do the next race. You can do better. You got pace. Now you know the tires. I was like, fuck it. All right, let's go. Had a horrible qualifying. I put into, that was a high lobby. It was like a 300-point lobby. Started 13th and just was way more consistent, better with the tires. I almost had those tires even with the wear. I was playing with the brake balance the whole time. And got it to where, dude, they held on, and I went from qualifying 12th and finishing in, was it 7th or 8th, Todd? 8th. And I got my A+ back, baby. It got me to A+. Yeah. I was so happy. Yeah, but yeah, that was a fun race in that Rari. I love that track. So I had a good time. Yeah, I had a good fucking time. And thank you, Todd, for pushing me to do the second and final slot.
Yeah.
So got me that A+.
How'd you do there, Tad?
The first race, I qualified 10th. Finished sixth.
Ooh, you're a little muffled.
I got hit by.
You're a little muffled. Put your microphone a little closer to you.
So I got hit by somebody, but again was able to manage sixth. And then in the second race, my tire management was much better. My pace was much better, but I was in fifth, and I spun, went off, and then I had another little incident. Was able to hold eighth. It was a 327 or 30-point lobby and shit, but I should have finished fourth, fifth at worst in that race.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I had a little fucking cheesy fucking mistake and shit and spun it. But yeah, was able to manage a fucking eighth out of that. But should have legit been fourth or fifth. But it is what it is.
What are you driving, Todd?
What's that?
No, that's Sean. That's Sean that does that. Every so often we get a, and that's from.
Got the windows open, driving down the road.
Yeah.
Windows are open.
Windy in Portland, eh?
It's a windy here in Portland, yeah. Especially where Sean sits in his cockpit is actually right next to a window.
Kitchen
and
table.
When he's driving, he opens up the window and puts his arm out as he's driving during his races.
Have my arm hanging out.
Yeah,
got the sunnies on.
That truck driver arm.
I did not
compete in that. I did not compete in that race. So how'd you do there, Mike?
I did pretty good. Started ninth. Track I'm not really a big fan of. It's not that I don't like it or don't dislike it. It's just I'm not a fan of it. So I wasn't expecting much, and ended up finishing sixth, I think. So in a decent race, didn't make any real mistakes. Just kind of kept my shit together and brought it home. So I'll take it.
You guys,
that Rari. I love it.
The Rari one. I did the one stop as well, so like I stayed out of traffic for the most part because most people in my lobby did two stop, and I just did my own thing.
Me and Jermaine were in the Lambo. Jermaine did well. He got a P6, right?
Oh, yeah. He finished right behind me in that first race, It was me and Jermaine, so good job, Jermaine. And then, unfortunately, Jermaine's internet was out for Saturday's race.
Last night.
Yeah. Hey, did it sound like he's been having trouble with it most of the week? Or was it just yesterday?
I think it was...
Wednesday he was good.
Yeah, Wednesday was good.
It was just last night. So again, it's that season. So
is it hurricane season? Hurricane season?
Not so much that, but rain and
tropical storms.
Shit, so
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Todd,
Jamaica.
Saturday race. So Saturday was Suzuka in the F3500A, the like 90s style Formula One car. How'd you do there?
First race I qualified third. Got up to second. Right away had a really good start. Got bumped in Degner 2, lost 2 spots. And then I could, and then I got up to third. Rad spun out on like lap 6, coming out of Casio. And Andre was behind me, and I just I had a shitty lap. He had a great lap, which was on lap 11, which was a 1.4 difference. He did like a 35 flat. I did a 36.4, and dude, he was on me. At Spoon, I kind of let him pass. I figure I could get a good run, and he was able to hold me off at Casio, so he maintained third, and I got fourth for I don't know how many fucking points, probably like 260 something or whatever. But and then the second race, I was the fastest car on track. I got taken out. I qualified, I think, third again. Coming out of Degner 2, guy in P4 lost it, cut across the grass, and fucking took me out.
Oh, that was
So
that
then
was
I
the
was
race I was
last.
in with you, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
And then
okay.
Sean had a penalty with somebody else, and they were side by side going into 130R. I tried going on the outside. The guy on Ghost fucking clips
Dude.
me. So then I fucking spit again and shit. So I'm fucking last. And then I'm racing. I catch up to JV Racer, and we're going through the S's. His car bucks. He's like we're like wheel to wheel, kind of side by side. His back wheel to my front wheel. His car snaps and my car snaps a little bit. We touch, and he goes fucking flying to the right. So I'm just like, I gotta wait for it, but I'm like, I want to see how well I'm gonna fucking do. So I got all the way up to fucking fifth. Again, I set the fastest lap, a 34.8 or something, and I was just banging out low 35s. And then I just stopped at the line and waited for him, so I ended up getting like a fucking 12.
You're fine
in the second race. Yeah,
dude. During this is one of those things I noticed about this race was this happened to me. The first lap, there were two dudes side by side. They touched, and one of them just went fucking flying off.
Dude, that's what JV, dude. He just fucking went
like
exit stage right,
barely
like 90
touched,
degree, and just beep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that happened to Square Peg too. Just went flying after I unghosted, barely touched him, and he was fucking gone.
Yeah. Dude, the two guys in front going into Spoon, they just sort of came together. Like there was nothing hard there, and the guy on the outside just disappeared off track.
Disappeared.
Disappear. Like he was just like, it was like, boing.
Yeah, there's some extra bounce to these hits with these cars.
There was a lot of
that
bounce.
race. I felt if I didn't get taken out on lap 1 in Degner 1, I probably
would have won it.
With the pace that I probably would have won that race.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And shit. I mean, again, two fucking crashes, being last and getting all the way up to fifth and shit. Yeah, I just say I had really good fucking pace in that fucking race.
Yeah, I had great pace too.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to you there, Mike?
Well, I'll say this: I was not looking.
You had a good race.
Yeah, but I was 2 days of practice and I could not get a handle on the car. And then I got they used more TC on the car to stabilize it, and it turned out to be a blessing.
Who said that to you?
Jim told me that.
That's right, I did. Coach Jim.
Coach Jim.
So even the coach needs a little help once in a while. And so I didn't do great qualifying because I binned it. I was 2/10 up on pole, which would have made me a 33.9. And so I started like 7th or 9th or something like that. I can't remember. Got a decent start. And one by one, people just kind of smacked each other and spun off in front. And I eventually worked by lap 5. I was up to second place, pulling away from third, catching first, who had pulled away from everybody. And I caught a pixel of grass going into Degner 1, and it snapped me sideways, spun me right across the track into the sand, dropped all the way back into 8th, lost 20 seconds. And ended up managing to come back to finishing 5th, but I was up to 4th, and I got knocked off in Casio on the last lap. But I had 2 pretty phenomenal Fernando Alonso passes into 130R on the outside, and the second guy on the last 2 laps, the second guy I passed, that was the guy who hit me. He didn't like that too much, so he took me out and drove away. So I still ended up not really losing much time, but it was still like kind of a bullshit move, just for 4th place. It was literally a matter of like 4 or 5 points in the rank, like kind of thing. It was just like, really.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, it's not even it wasn't even first place. You know, not that it's appropriate, but you're not even battling for a podium for Christ's sakes. You know, yeah. But no, I had a great race. I felt great. I was fastest lap. And I would have went again except for the gap and in between. I couldn't wait. I didn't want to sit around and wait for another race. So.
Yep, I get that.
Yeah, it was
Totally
good.
understand that.
I love that.
But
This
that's
was a
fun.
great race.
I'm looking for the next one because next one's
Ooh.
Trial Mountain.
I already did some
with the
testing
Red
with
Bulls.
that.
Oh, in the Red Bulls, yeah.
Whee!
Looks like it
Again.
could be good. What about you, Sean? Where'd you end up?
I ended up pretty good. I did the second slot with Todd, and that went shit the bed in that. Finished 12th. Had 5-second penalties because of ghosting and unghosting at wrong time. So, but I had to stay up for the last one and got pushed up into a big boy lobby with Lester and Grove and Wheaties and Square Peg, and I think JV was even in there, and a bunch of other guys. Dude, oh yeah, Tinsley had a great race with Tinsley. I was following him. But qualified was, I think, back in 13th. It's pretty shitty, but was able just to stay consistent, no mistakes, and off the start, got up into like 12th, had some good battles. I want to say JV around 130R, all of a sudden his car snapped, went into the wall, so got his place there. Lester, Tinsley, and I forgot who else were battling. They ended up having a mishap, got by them. And then, just held on and finished 7th in that race. And yeah, it was a good one.
That's
good. A fun one.
Got your
it is.
Kept my A+.
Your A+ back.
Yep, got to keep
great.
that, and that's what I was concerned about.
Got some DR.
Got a little bit of DR on that one to save my ass a little bit, but yeah, it was fun. I was able to get down into the 44, I think, threes in that race. In race, so it
34
was
threes.
Yeah, so it was good.
Nice.
It was.
Yeah, I didn't know because of all the shit that's happened throughout the entire Gran Turismo World Series for me. It's just been so garbage. I've been contemplating whether or not to continue because I'm just so done with driving standards. So I was like, I helped out Dirty Drifter Cody yesterday morning because he was like, bro, I can't get a handle on it. So I was like, all right, let's do some practice. I'll look at what you're doing and see if I can help you. Number one, I was like, take off the big thing that tells you to brake. Take that off. Number two, throw your TC up to 3 and use third gear a lot. So he went through and other than getting a little lit up at the lesbian basketball game last night, he probably would have done well. So I decided to do the race because I felt like I was really fast, and I qualified 4th. Probably should have qualified first, but the guy who qualified first blocked me into the Degnas during qualifying and destroyed a purple lap for me. So whatever. Started 4th. By the first turn, was down to 7th because of a absolutely dog shit start. By the end of lap 2, I was in the lead because people couldn't keep the car on the track, and held the lead until near the end of lap 8, where I caught the inside curb at 130R and went for a spin like Digit, and lost. I was 10 seconds ahead of the guy in second place.
Damn.
And came out in 4th and made my way up to second, just racing faster than everybody else. I was just super, super fast. So ended up with the second, should have had first. And I was ranked 15th in the lobby points wise, or level wise. Mm-hmm. So
hell yeah, that's a good DR on that one.
I got good DR on that one. So now instead of being at 66% of A, I'm now at 75% of A.
Nice.
So
good drive.
So Yeah, it was a really good one. I contemplated doing another one, but I mean it's a second place, so decided to just keep the 217 points and go with it. But shoot,
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is good.
Sean and Todd are fucking killing it right now. Domestically, they are both doing fucking fantastic.
Hell
I think Todd domestically
Dude,
is
he's
like fourth
yeah.
or something like
Dude,
that.
you're like right there.
Like, yeah. Hold on, I will tell you.
Throat chop incoming.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're hoping for that. Good old throat chop. Domestically,
Start at 50 VR league, maybe.
Todd is ninth domestically.
Very
I was
good.
thinking Mr. MCA is fourth domestically.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Goes Robbie, Cyrus,
yeah.
M777, whoever that is, then Mr. MCA.
He's fast. Yeah.
Tinsley is 8th. Todd is 9th.
Damn.
Distinct Voids. I raced with Distinct Voids on Monday night, and we had great racing together.
Boise, he's fast
Yeah.
as fuck.
He's fast as fuck, and he's
on a
patient
controller,
and clean.
too.
Wow, he's good.
He's a controller player, too.
Grove is 11th,
Ooh.
and then Sean is 17th.
Oh.
Top 20 in the United States.
Fuck.
That's,
Yeah.
awesome.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. I think I'm like 86th in the United States.
Hell yeah. That's still good for only doing...
I'll put it this way, I am ahead of Smee.
Oh, there you go. Hell yeah.
So that's all I care about.
Right.
I'm like, piece of shit.
I'm not doing too bad for my low ranking right now. I'm 24th in Canada, 102 North America.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Fifth
Good
in,
job.
Fifth in BC, mainly because I have some of the fastest guys in Canada here. Fucking
Right.
Laura and fucking Waves. I gotta deal with both those fucking guys. They're fucking...
Yeah. Mike is killing me. I am 123rd.
Aura's also a VR driver, so shout out to
yeah.
Aura.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
what's up? Yeah, I was racing with him too last night. Yeah,
there are a couple of VR drivers that, this is okay. So this is one of those things that drives me a little crazy about Tidgeny when he reviewed the the VR. He was like, I don't know how you can use this for competition. Well, one of the top 12 in the region is a VR driver.
Yeah. Well, 2, yeah. Tinsley, Todd.
And then in the
Chief
top 20,
Apollo.
in the top 20, yeah.
He's in VR.
Dude, in the top 20, there are at least 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where it's at.
What are you thinking? Yeah, you can compete in this.
Yeah.
And
mindset.
honestly, they should be competing in this during the Gran Turismo World
They
Series.
should. They should have their own category, or they should add it.
If they promoted it, that Sony would love it because people would buy it.
Yeah, fucking promote it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I don't see how like Tidgeny and Digit for those guys trying VR and just like and go back to flat screen. Like
I think they're scared. I think they're scared.
Yeah,
They don't wanna
because
take
there
the
is a
time.
learning curve, but there's not that much of a learning curve. There's
I
really
think
not
Digit
that
could
much.
figure it out within 3 days.
Well, that's what
3
Tidgeny
days.
said. Tidgeny said by the end of the video, he was like, "Oh, I'm really understanding this now."
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to race
It
with
doesn't
it for a
take
little
that
bit.
long. Yeah, you have to race with it for a bit, but it doesn't take that long. You're not losing
and especially
that much.
those caliber of guys, Digit and Tidgeny. Fuck, come on. You guys should be able to pick
It doesn't
it up real
take that
quick.
long.
No.
Yeah.
And if we're doing good and we're where we're
Yeah.
at, oh, dude, they should be able to stay exactly where they're at, and they shouldn't really fluctuate at all.
No, they shouldn't fluctuate. And this is my belief. Call me an idiot, which most people do. But I think it would make them faster. Number one,
I
it's more immersive,
Mm-hmm.
but I will say that I pick up way more unique brake markers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
in
so.
VR.
Yep.
I have so many more different markers. You know, Tishney will be like, "Oh, so I go off from this right here." Okay, I'm going off from something completely different that is a better marker. It's easier to see than when this goes off your screen, hit your brakes. I'm like, when I see this point right here, I'm hitting my brakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
Oh yeah,
I think
you can hit the. I feel like you can hit the apex better. I can at least.
Yeah.
And then two, you can see the elevation changes more in these dips in the road.
You can.
And the camber, where the camber would change,
definitely.
and you could kind of take that swoop into the corner better.
Yeah,
elevation
so.
Being able to
changes definitely
look
pick
through,
up
to
more
be able to look
in VR versus flat screen.
Yeah, looking through the corners and that, it makes you the ability to lead the car better and control the car better. I've become faster in VR than I ever was. I honestly think.
Well, combination
me
between
too.
Combination between VR and upgraded base and wheels,
yes,
and pedals have increased your speed so much,
dude.
It used to be I could easily keep up with Mike and beat him. I made a mistake by giving him better shit. Because Mike spends more time racing than I do too, so that's part of it also. Mike's getting better and better. We just need to calm his nerves when it comes to racing, because sometimes he gets a little flustered.
Yeah, I get the same way. I keep an eye on my mirror.
I try and just let it ride.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing lately too.
Todd,
just gotta look forward.
Todd said to me, like he made a point a little while ago there, that I race in my mirrors in VR too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, you've got to look ahead.
I'm always watching behind to see what's going on, because I'm afraid, because I don't have the same vision, that I'm going to get smoked by somebody when I'm turning in, or something like that. So, but lately I've just been more just, he's back there.
Focus.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yep.
And that's why, like, even on that Suzuka race, I knew the guy had pulled in behind me after I took him on 130R. I knew he slid right in behind me, and I was tight to the inside, and I knew what was going to happen, but I just drove like he wasn't there. And sure enough, I got pumped a bit, but it's just, I didn't bother worrying about it. I just fucking took the line I was going to take.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you can't drive in your mirrors, because if you're looking backwards, you're slowing down.
Yeah.
That
happened to me too. I did the same thing.
Calvin,
I was just gonna say, it's where you look.
It is.
You drive where you look. So you drive, you look through the corner, you go through the corner. If you're looking in your mirrors, you're going backwards.
Yeah. That's what.
So true.
A couple years ago, I was watching an IMSA race, and Calvin Fish said, if you're not focusing ahead, your car can't go faster.
Yeah.
So
he goes and he was talking about one of the drivers, and he's like, he's got a mirror full of that car. He just needs to ignore it. Trust that the guy's not going to do something stupid, which we really can't do.
Yes.
Trust that that guy's not going to do something stupid, and just drive your car, and you'll go faster if you're looking forward.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, bless you.
And bless you. If you were like me yesterday, I was only checking my mirrors in 3 spots. So I was checking it halfway down the front straight before turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
I was checking it when I exited Spoon, and then I was checking it when I was coming into the Casio Triangle. Like right before it. Those were my 3 spots. I was checking my mirrors. The rest of the time, I was focused forward and going forward. I'm also lucky. I think yesterday I did well, because Suzuka is a track that I know and do well at.
And we've been racing it a lot lately in these nations and manufacturers.
I think everybody knows Suzuka well.
Yeah,
I want to ask you this. How did you feel about having a race at Spa on Saturday, and then them doing a race at Spa for the weeklies? I think
different cars.
Different cars, but it doesn't matter. There's a loss of imagination with whoever is setting up races,
Well, too, wasn't the slipstream all fucked up? Didn't they do something with that for that daily C?
Yeah.
It was all. I saw a couple videos. Digit did one, and someone else did one. I haven't realistically. I've been busy with work, and then with these nations and manufacturers, my brain's been so focused on these. I've kind of said fuck dailies for right now, and I even gave them a thought. Don't even care. If I get on, I've just been doing TTing or try to do an AI race, or if you guys are on and we got a lobby open, doing that. But other than that, that's all I'm doing right now. Just trying to focus on that shit.
Yeah.
I thought it could have been a good race for me to gain some DR because I know that I am pretty good at Spa.
Yep.
So I was like, all right,
grinder.
even if I start a little bit further back, I can grind this race out. But this is what I found with the state of the game now. It doesn't matter to people. All people can think about is getting forward. You know, the attitude of people is, if you're in my way, I'm going to push you out of my way, especially if there are no consequences.
Yeah,
and it really seems like
really rough.
Dude, it seems like there are not that many penalties for running into people. That's just the way it seems.
Dude, that's what I don't
It's so
get.
random.
Like, yeah.
It's so random, too.
Like, they can hit in those and go get crazy and knock people off, get no penalty. But in the race, especially yesterday, you barely touch somebody when they unghost, total accident, and then you get a huge 3-second, 2-second penalty. But in the dailies, you can go hog wild and get fucking nothing.
Well,
I
this is what I don't understand too. Is like happened to me at the Lamborghini race at Road America. 2 cars are running into each other. 2 cars ran into each other, ran into me, and neither one of them got a penalty.
Yeah.
Like, neither one of them. Or when you go into a turn and somebody hits you from behind and bangs you into the guy in front of you, and then they don't get a penalty, but you in the middle get the penalty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like,
it's
I guess
fucking stupid.
How do you, I mean, they're not going to fix the system.
Mm-hmm.
all we can hope for is for GT8 and Sophie 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is by then, is able to
do live stewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and dish out penalties.
And I hope that they come out with full damage, real damage. Like,
I think so,
like
too.
iRacing.
I think it's
and
going to. I think
ACC.
they're going to go more simulator.
I don't, just because
You never know
Because of the
there's
masses.
15 million
they're so
people that play
fucking
this
focused
game.
on the masses.
It is that's all.
Well, this
they
is what I would
care
hope
about.
at least then. You have the BOP is fucking really good right now. Don't even worry about it. Physics are good right now. Everyone's got a grip on it. Don't even focus on the motherfucking penalty system. Try and figure something out. You got all these other things in line right now. Now focus on this. At least until we get, because we got probably at least 2-3 years until GT8 still. You know that thing will get delayed just like fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft, what do you mean? But it's coming out this
May
year.
2026.
May 2028. That's what I'm
Christ,
saying. I am not saying that. I do not believe that we're shit.
Oh,
In
God.
fact, what I believe is they threw that out there, but it's probably going to be November of 2026 for the Christmas.
I believe that.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah,
that's what
back.
that's what I'm hoping. You got all these other things in line right now. The game's in pretty much really good, except for the penalties and two, the top class. If for the masses, they're in the lower lobbies, B's, C's, and those. Give them the light damage. But us A guys, especially for nations and manufacturers, don't cheap out on us. Give us the heavy damage. We can fucking handle it. We are big boys.
Well,
Give the lower lobbies their light damage. I want heavy fucking damage.
Yeah, I think C lobbies and all of the high the World Series lobbies should all be full heavy damage.
Dude, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I would
I think
welcome
I
that.
can agree with Sean, like the tier 2 for GT World Series, things like that. The lower, even like say B and down, have the light damage for
GT 2 and
races.
3, yeah.
But heavy damage on the upper echelon and because you want the best, the cleanest, the purest of the drivers being your representatives, your spokespeople. You don't want people that can't drive properly. So make everybody drive properly. Strict penalty system, strict fucking damage system.
Yeah, I welcome that.
So that the higher ranking you get, even in the lobbies, you know what I mean, like the dailies, the higher ranking you get, the stricter the rules become against you.
I totally agree with that.
There's no leeway. The higher you are, the better driver you should be, and the more you should be able to follow the rules and regulations of racing.
Yeah, especially when it comes to contact with other people, it should there really needs to be a penalty system that really kills people that are hitting you. Like honestly, I've gotten screwed through 90% of the fucking races. Now, last weekend, totally screwed myself. And again, I can totally admit to that and be fine with it. Be like, all right, that was my mistake. When people are missing their braking points or not paying attention or running into you on purpose, that's where I am so disillusioned by the game because they don't do anything about it. They don't do anything about it. People don't end up with any consequences, and that's really fucking irritating.
Yeah.
Like it's the reason why so many people don't participate in dailies.
Yeah.
Especially in the European area.
It's out of control.
In the EAEAU, that's the reason people don't participate, is because there is a certain group of people, Spanish Italians, that just they race like they think they're Fernando Alonso or Ayrton Senna or they think they're a Ferrari driver, and that gives them the right to just run into people and be super aggressive, and it's not fair to everybody else who wants to be clean.
Yeah.
It's like coming into the last lap of the race yesterday. I had a guy in front of me, and he was terrified of the Degnas. So he hit his brakes and slowed way down, like surprisingly slow, going into the second Degna, or between the first and second Degna. I hit him in the rear. What did I do? Slowed down, let him recover, and kept going, and then ended up passing him into 130R. And again, I'm sorry, you're going into 130R. You know that I have the overspeed. Don't try to stick it around the outside.
Yeah, don't. It's not
Don't
worth
try
it.
to do that because I can't do anything. Just let off and tuck in and give yourself the opportunity into the braking zone.
Yeah.
But he didn't do that. Instead, he went flying off the track, at full speed. And then when it came to the braking zone, luckily I got turned in soon enough because he went flying past me. Because he had dirty tires. It's like, start making better decisions, And it's funny because I've been working my ass off at making better decisions to keep myself safe, and other people have been collecting me. Yeah. It's like, all right, I'm trying not to hit people. I'm trying to keep myself clean, and then end up getting fucking taken out by other people. It's really frustrating. Yeah. And then they have no penalty.
Right. That's what's crazy. I think, so that's what the PD needs to do right now, is they just need to focus on that right now, try to get that set up for us, and then we'll be golden. We will be fucking golden until GT8.
I think
get some better dailies.
I think that if you were the car following, and you run into the car in front of you and cause any damage at all, you should immediately have a penalty.
Oh, yeah. Well, too, there should be an algorithm to be able to tell if this person broke really late and totally missed his mark, and hits you.
Well, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter at all whether he missed his mark or broke late or didn't brake at all.
Right.
Shouldn't matter.
It should be able to
If you contact the car
penalty.
in front of you,
you should get a penalty.
If you contact the car in front of you, you should get a penalty. Especially if there's damage on and you break a part of your and you break a part of your car or you break a part of his car. It doesn't matter. Either way, the person in behind should be getting the penalty.
Yep.
Yeah, it might encourage people to hit their brakes sooner, but God, they should have something in the algorithm that says that they're jamming on their brakes unnecessarily too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
There's got to be something there. Again, Sophie's going to have to be the thing that
Come on,
takes
AI.
over.
You can do it. I know you can. Come on.
Yeah. Completely off the topic. I started playing a new game.
Ooh. What?
Snow Runner.
Oh, my son plays that.
Yeah. I have that.
Runner. Dude. Number one, you can tell it's set up like a PC game because it tells you absolutely fucking nothing.
Nothing.
It tells you nothing.
So
you don't know what to do.
It's frustrating.
Luckily, the Sacto boys have me covered because I've been playing with them, and they're like, all right, this is what you got to do. This is what you have to do here. This is how you got to do it. So I've been doing a lot of snow running.
Nice.
In Azov. Guys, fucking 18-wheel drive.
I got that fucking thing too. I'll jump in with you a couple times.
Hey, yeah, and it's
wasn't that a free game there a while back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I might have it.
I bought it when it came out.
$15 game.
Oh,
$15 game on Xbox.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll get that because I'm getting a little sick of Gran Turismo and I need to do other things. So like yesterday afternoon, I was playing it a bit before I hopped on. I was like, do I want to? Yes, I'm going to race this race. So put the Snow Runner. And it was about the same time that I sunk one of my trucks up to the axles, and I'm going to have to figure out how to go and pull it out of the mud. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't have a tree close enough to hook a winch to, so I'm completely fucked. So, Snow Runner.
Exactly. Yeah.
Snow Runner is a blast. It's very difficult to figure out what to do, though.
Yeah. Do you drive in
Sadly,
car,
you know what? If I had it on PlayStation, I probably would.
Yeah.
I'd be driving in VR, flat screen VR.
It's in the vehicle because you can look around in the vehicles too. Right? So it's like it's not really VR, but the whole it's better than most because you can really actually look around. It's like it's actually very good. But you can also do like third person behind it for driving if you'd like, or there's a couple different views, which is nice. So
yeah, I do.
Because you do need to look around when you're doing some of that climbing through some of those trails.
Oh, dude.
You need to be able to look around properly.
I had to get a load of logs, like full-size logs, to a site, and literally the road I had was a goat trail.
Yeah.
Like, I do not know how I squozed this giant truck. Like, at one point, the whole truck is leaning sideways, and it's like, there's a lake. There's a fucking lake next to me, and I'm like, got it in the lowest gear, and I'm just putting along. I'm like, and I'm like, oh god,
it's so fucking good and nerve wracking, and that it is good.
Yeah, it's a ton of fun, but it's also hard to figure out.
Right?
Like it's very difficult to figure out. But that's what I've been doing. So shout out, play some if you want to get if you want to get away from something, and also it makes you use your brain on how to set stuff up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I literally, when you said that, I just went and downloaded. It's already installed, ready to go.
Yeah, no, it's a blast. It is a lot of fun. Been having a great
Forza
amount of time.
Forza 5's coming out.
So Snow Runner is
it's out.
It is out.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Tishney reviewed it and said,
"Fuck that game."
Yeah, well, he reviewed it on Wheel. And was it Tishney or it might have been Steve that reviewed it on Wheel and said he thought it was really weird because it felt like the steering was off. Well, yeah, when he turned his wheel, the wheel turned all the way. Like he just put a little bit of input in, and the wheel just turned all the way to the left or the right.
Yeah, very analog kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's very analog. It doesn't matter that you're driving. You can't adjust things properly. So
yeah, I have no interest.
Surprise.
I have
no interest either. No,
I just want F1 and a set of Corsa to be VR support for fucking PS5.
Oh,
please.
Dirty Drifter Cody is doing the beta.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it's awful.
Really?
But it's still a beta.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he said it's not great.
Snaps.
So we'll see in the end. I mean, we have to remember that Cody is also still a fairly beginning driver. Right. But I sort of take his word when it comes to it. And it's really strange because it seems like every other year is the good game for them.
Right.
Mm.
So how did you think 24, 25, 24? How did you like 24, Sean?
I didn't play it. Last one I played was 23.
Oh,
yeah, because they changed the physics in 24.
Yeah, and they were shit. Everyone was pissed.
People were like, "Why'd you fuck with it?"
And then supposedly for 25, I think they changed it again and fixed it. And then they added you can run the team now. You're like a team manager, principal.
Oh, that would be cool.
So I think they merged F1 and the F1 manager into one game, is what I've heard.
That'd be cool.
I haven't tried it. Or it's
what
is it
did
out?
you?
F1?
No, it's a beta still.
Beta. Yeah.
What did you think of, real quick, we've already gone past time, but real fast.
Yeah, we're good.
What did you think of yesterday's dramas during the Formula One race?
Woo-wee. Sprint was a little wild. It was wild. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Red Bull.
I actually I don't like feeling bad for Max.
Dude,
but I felt bad for Max because
he got fucked
by his team.
Did they?
And whether it's the light not working properly or just somebody not paying attention, like talk about
those guys you've been on that
could have spun that Mercedes into the entire team.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so. And what about Lando's luck?
Woo!
Jesus.
Happy for Lando.
Horseshoe up his ass,
dude. Lando's luck,
dude. Because their strategy was gonna look like shit, and again they caught a fucking horseshoe. Mm-hmm. They got lucky as fuck.
Well,
because Lando's looking to get fucked.
At least Lewis was smart enough to go, we need to switch the tires now, and got him a third place because he was fucking smart.
Good job.
He was like, nope, I'm going to pit.
That's the veteran.
That's the veteran having to take over strategy for Ferrari. Dude, okay,
fucking horrible.
So I've been watching the Imola, the 6 hours of Imola race. How is it that those strategists can figure their shit out on that team, but the Formula One team, which is supposed to be the elite Ferrari team, I don't know if they went out and found the dumbest peoples walking around Modena.
I feel like they use F1 to like kind of teach these guys a little bit or see if they're good enough and then kick them out because WEC is their top dog now. I feel like they don't even care about F1 anymore. They look like they want to try, but fuck, man. Get it together.
How is their LMPH car so much better than their Formula One car? Again, the commentators were talking about it, and I agree. Yeah. It looks like the Ferrari is going backwards instead of forward now. Mm-hmm. I mean, how can you expect... Lewis has gotten caught out a couple times, but Lewis is also killing himself too.
Yeah.
But because I think Lewis has put a lot of pressure on himself, and consequently he's sort of losing out because of that. But god damn it! I mean, Shar is doing the best he can, but what a crap car!
Oh, yeah.
And look at Tsunoda. Tsunoda is a great driver. that fucking Red Bull is such a piece of shit, he can't drive it either.
I couldn't believe he got it into Q3. I was surprised he got it into Q3.
I can't either. And the only reason that Max did so well at qualifying is because it's Max.
It's Max, and he's a new daddy. That's why he was on the high of being a new daddy. Congratulations, Max.
Hey, how about the youngest person ever to get a pole in a Formula One race?
Kimi, rookie of the fucking year, man.
Dude, Kimi is and he's third. He's third for the main race, which starts in 2 hours.
Yeah, what's funny is like one of the guys commented saying like, you know, we picked you to replace the champ.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of pressure. And the fact that he's been able to step up and just kind of keep his shit focused shows a lot for his career.
Dude, he'll be a champion. He'll be a champion.
Yeah, he is a future champion.
He's the next Max Verstappen.
Well, I just want to show you the difference between the two teams, too. Between Red Bull and Mercedes. Okay, so Kimi goes out, loses spots during the race. When the race is over with, both Toto and Bono are like, don't worry about it, that's okay. Mm-hmm. That kind of stuff happens. You know, it's not your fault that you got hit in the pits. Let's not worry about it. Let's reset and move forward. That's how Mercedes handles it. How does Red Bull handle it? You better do better or else you're fucking off the team.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the difference in how you turn a driver into a champion is supporting them and helping them, not coddling them, but going, all right, here are the truths. Yeah, you made a mistake in the beginning. You sort of recovered, came back, and then you got really screwed.
Yep.
You know, that's how you point it out. And then he comes out in the qualifying and ends up putting it third place on the grid because he has that ability, like good champions do, to just block out everything that happened before, stay in the moment, and race that car as fast as you can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it was when he popped it into third, my jaw dropped. I was like, wow, where'd that come from? I wasn't too surprised by Max, and then Oscar and Lando were both making huge mistakes during those qualifying sessions.
Dude,
they were not
that
doing
one
awesome
little mistake
driving.
just set north. He could have had pole going over that curb just that little bit, just made him lose that 600ths of a second.
Yep,
600ths
exactly.
off of Max. Lando's going to take it, though. Lando's going to take it.
Oh, see, well, you know what? Here's me. I'm like, man, wouldn't it be cool if Kimi wins the race?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen. No, but he could do it.
He could get a podium, third.
Oh yeah, he definitely could get a podium. He could win that race. There is that possibility, but
it could happen.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Red Bull's imploding, dude. I don't think they're going to be around much longer. I think that whole team's going to disappear in like 3 years. They can't get their shit to the whole internals. It's not good over there.
No, it's a toxic team. You know what, Alf? I'm sorry, but Aston is a toxic team too. Why is Lance Stroll still racing for that team?
And he did better.
That's a forever question,
right?
But both drivers shouldn't be there.
No, they're going to have.
Although
I think they're
at least Alonso can qualify the car up the field.
Yeah,
it's like Lance goes out and just
But didn't he finish like sixth in the sprint race?
In the sprint race, yeah. But the problem is Stroll just is there and driving the car around like he wants to look at the scenery. Like he doesn't have any passion. He doesn't have any passion. His dad is like,
hey, Dad,
no,
you're
going to do
today,
this.
Dad? Oh, shit. You got to drive.
You know,
all right.
He'd rather play tennis.
You want to have a successful team, you have to have successful drivers.
Yeah, I think
he is not a success. You know, and it's funny because he did very well in the lower leagues, and then he got up and he got into the team where his dad's taking care of it. He's not being pushed at all. They just sort of diddly-dicked around.
Yeah. Lance,
Max
you can come on the
goes to them
podcast
next
and
year.
defend yourself if you'd like.
Oh, you're thinking he's going, you think Max is going to go to Aston, not Mercedes?
I think it's a possibility. Adrian there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And Honda.
I think he does that. Yep.
And Honda. Yeah.
Yep.
I think Max and Yuki are going to go over there. It's a
I think,
I don't think Yuki. I think no.
I think Honda's going to push for him.
I think Honda will push for him because he's
so
Japanese.
They will.
And I think Yuki's a great driver.
Well, with Adrian Newey, who knows what Yuki can do?
Yeah.
With Adrian Newey behind the car?
True.
Fuck, dude.
That's true.
And the thing is, everybody says though that Mercedes has the best power plant out there because that's what Max said. Max said Mercedes is the best 2026 power plant right now. And right now they're trying to figure out how to stop the cars from running out of energy halfway through the lap.
Jesus.
Because they're trying to do the 50-50.
Right.
Make everything carbon bullshit. Yeah, I understand. Okay, use sustainable fuels, but make sure you're not doing stupid shit like, the battery runs out of power halfway down the straightaway. Well, that's not very helpful then. I'm totally cool with active aero. I'm totally cool with cool shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to think some of these things through, and now in real-world testing, they're seeing that it doesn't fucking work.
Nope. They're going to be, dude.
So they're like, we're going to have to reduce the power coming out of the battery. Okay, so that means now you've got to increase the power in the internal combustion engine.
Well, that just means V10s come back a little bit sooner. They're saying 2027. No. They're saying they have a year with those. Maybe two.
I've heard they've scrapped that idea already.
Yeah, there's just too much money invested.
There's way too much money invested right now into the new engines.
There's
no reason if you're using a sustainable fuel that doesn't cause that much carbon. Yeah, bring back the fucking amazing high. Yeah, I don't have any problem with that. We don't have to go. Everything needs to be electric.
Yeah.
If you've got a sustainable fuel that's good for the environment, keep doing what you're doing. Don't fuck shit up.
No. Fuck no.
That's just how I feel.
Cool. I dig it.
Yeah.
Ooh, real quick, all you Gran Turismo racers out there that listen to the podcast, shout out to you, all UK, Australia, Japan, all over the world that listen. Thank you. And then, if you're in the U.S., November 8th, Saturday, November 8th, live event in L.A. for Gran Turismo World Series. I'm trying to get everybody to come on. Let's go. Let's go meet up. Let's go hang out. Go to the live event and have a good time.
What? You need to talk to that guy that you were talking to yesterday.
Yes.
About
old shout out
sponsoring the podcast to go down to it.
Dude, that would be dope. I know. I'm gonna throw it out there. So I went to Ferrari yesterday. Everybody, daughter, we went Mother's Day shopping, and when we left Costco, my daughter's like, "Hey, can we go to Ferrari?" And I looked at her. I'm like, "What? Sure."
Oh my gosh, Sean's wife is getting a new rug shampooer. He got a deal on it though.
Old Costco there. So yeah, we go to Ferrari, and I ended up talking to a couple of the guys there, just looking around, and mentioned the podcast. And I was telling him I thought it'd be pretty cool if maybe we could do a live podcast from here one day. And he's like, "Ooh, that actually sounds pretty cool. I'm sure we could arrange it. We'll have to talk to the higher ups, but I'm sure here's my card." And then I mentioned it'd also be cool because we are sim racers. You guys should hold a live event, a little sim racing event here. It'd be really dope down here on the floor. And he's like, "Ooh, that is a good idea. Do like a Ferrari kind of challenge at Ferrari, little Gran Turismo deal." Cool. It would be dope. So hopefully really I could get that to work out. And maybe they can sponsor us and go down to the old World Series. That's a good idea.
Sim Expo.
Oh, yeah. Sim Expo's coming. When's that, Todd?
Chicago. September 5th and 6th, I believe.
Okay.
In Schaumburg, Illinois.
Stromberg.
Chicago. Good old
Oh, yeah.
Schaumburg area. Schaumburg
Oh.
Convention Center.
Let's go.
Oh, at the convention center, eh? Oh.
Yeah, right there at 53 and 90.
Hey, isn't that down the street from that Chicago pizza place there where they serve beers and you can get that really good deep dish pizzas?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
And maybe get one of them Chicago hot beef sandwiches.
And if you like shopping, you could always go to Woodfield Mall.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, over there at
Shop
Woodfield
all
Mall,
the-
yeah.
Yeah, shop all the lovely stores at Woodfield. Plenty of hotels, plenty of lodging,
Oh, perfect.
restaurants.
Check my budget.
Yeah, it is a good area where it's at.
Oh, that's
There's
good.
tons of shit. IKEA right across the highway in case you need some furniture. They've got an IKEA right there.
Oh,
IKEA. Oh, good old IKEA over there, yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say Hollis has purchased tickets for the Penteria concert.
Oh, I still need to do that. God.
Just get lawn. We're just going lawn
You're going
seats.
lawn?
So, going lawn. No
Copy
reason
that.
to spend. No reason to spend exorbitant amounts of money to see half the band.
Right. Phil and Rex.
Yeah, but it's Charlie and fucking.
It is Zach.
Zach from.
Yeah.
So
No, which is fine.
You could have picked.
Well,
two
like
better
Todd
people,
said,
in my
don't
opinion.
get too close. Is it Todd or Jim that said don't get too close to Zach
Yeah,
because
no,
he'll
Zach,
spit on you?
Zach will spit on
Yeah.
you.
Dude,
fuck
well,
that.
listen. Spat upon
He's
by.
a spitter.
I've been spat
Spitter.
up. I've been spat upon by Lemmy and spat upon by Steven Tyler both. So I have. Don't worry. I've
Fuck
got
that.
all of my.
Nope.
I've got all of my diseases covered. Yeah.
Did you get tested after that, I hope? Sure you got tested. You got some fucking shit growing in your mouth.
Flesh-eating virus.
Bacteria.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I've
From
been spat upon.
Lemmia's
Yeah.
flat.
God, Lord.
Dude.
Think of all the diseases in that mouth
Oh,
from back in the day.
Boy.
Ooh, those are those good ones.
Yeah, but so I was telling Tad, I'm like, Tad, you should come out
Fly
and go
out.
to the Terra concert. Yeah, come
Ventura.
on, fly on out.
Panteras.
Hey, come on down there,
When
Mike.
is it? August?
Yeah.
Is it
I know
August?
that's my buddy's
yeah,
birthday
August.
weekend, too. I think
Yeah.
he's going to be going
Yeah.
as well.
So you wanted to
I
know?
know, I
Yeah,
need
we
to get
got
those.
tickets there.
I
Yep,
need to get those.
there should be. They're probably going to be plenty, especially
Yeah.
long seats.
Oh yeah, there will
So,
be.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Oh,
to
yeah.
go.
I know. Summer's going to go by
I haven't
fast,
seen-
man.
I haven't
They
seen
just went to
Pantera
Calca
since
last
their
year.
Cowboys from Hell
Oh.
tour, where
Ooh.
yeah.
I've never seen it.
So it's been
I've seen Pantera.
that was probably the craziest concert I mean, I saw chairs being ripped out of the floor.
Jesus.
I've seen them twice with Slayer. So yeah, I've probably seen them like 4 times.
Damn.
Pantera.
Yeah, it's great. You know, last time I went to a Slayer concert, I got so many Nazi salutes, it wasn't funny. Not a joke. Not
Holy
a joke.
No shit. When I went to Slayer, I didn't
No
see any
shit.
of that.
Oh, dude. So
yeah,
Northern
I've
Northern
seen Slayer a bunch of
California,
times.
Northern California, I've got all my skinhead gear on, right? And it's Testament.
Like,
Who was
love
it? It was
Chuck
Testament,
Billy.
Slayer, Dio, and Judas Priest. The first year that Halford came back,
Oh, shit.
so he wasn't hitting any high notes. He was hitting lots
Yeah.
of low notes, but no high notes. He can hit those high notes again too, which is crazy for
Crazy,
an elderly
yeah.
man.
Yeah, he's
But
in his early 70s.
I was like, we actually got really good seats. It was perfect. Number one, Dio, that tiny little man,
Right. Oh,
sure could
Jesus.
fucking sing
He
the
could
shit
belt
out
it
of
out.
everything.
Yeah, pipes.
Incredible. Testament,
Pipes.
incredible. Slayer, incredible.
Yes.
After Slayer, I was
Fuck.
like, all right, I'm going to go grab some beers. So I'm like heading back to grab some beers, and I was saluted probably 5 times going to get beers.
Jesus.
Yeah. Dude, I'm just like, what the fuck?
You're like,
Piece of shit. And I'm there basically alone. So it's not like I've got my crew behind me. I'm
Right.
just like,
You're like,
yeah,
oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Hello to you too. Dude, it was fucking crazy. Fuck. Slayer, dude, I can't believe they play so fast and are so tight.
Right?
Well, dude. You got Dave Lombardo, who's fucking Cuban. You got fucking Tom, who's fucking Chilean, I think, or whatever. So,
dude, shreds.
You know.
They're so good.
I mean, half the band is fucking Spanish.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because they have what looks like the Nazi
and
eagle.
I think Tom's a fucking like a Christian too.
Yeah.
And after like God hates us, he's all right. I'll sing it.
Right.
Yeah,
those are the lyrics.
Right.
It just I was blown away. I was just, dude. Dave Lombardo is just the craziest metal drummer.
Dude, he's insane.
Just
God.
He's like a metronome. A
dude,
very,
I don't know how
very
they do
fast
it.
metronome.
Right?
Well, he's one of the first ones to start with the double bass and shit. So he was like a pioneer of fucking.
He's got that shit down.
Just, it was so
drumming.
Good. It was so good. I haven't been able to see Slayer again since then, but I'm sort of happy because, they're getting old and slowing down.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what. When I saw him, I think it was 2017 with Lamb of God, Testament, Anthrax, and Slayer. Holy fuck, dude. When they went on last and murdered it, it was insane.
Rain of Blood.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we jumped we were in the lawn. At the beginning, and I had my nephew with me. I was with my brother-in-law and a bunch of our other friends. Dude, we all jumped the fucking fence, went down to the seats. I got my nephew so close to the front, dude. We were just sitting there just fucking going ape shit, and he was like 12. Just fucking.
Fuck yeah, and he'll remember that for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy because my favorite Slayer song is "Seasons in the Abyss."
Ooh,
great song.
Fucking love that
1991.
Song. I mean, yeah, Rain and Blood. Okay, that's good.
I just love the riffs of Rain and Blood.
But the Seasons in the Abyss is just fucking amazing
but I
song.
Probably told you the first time I heard Slayer. My buddy came over and our stereo was out. He had a tape player, but our fucking answering machine played full-size tapes. So, dude, the first time I heard Hella Waits,
what's going on?
On an answering machine, a little fucking quarter-inch fucking tweeter. And I'm like,
can we all hear each other? What's going on?
What's coming through my fucking
Hold on.
Machine?
Did we lose Mike?
Hello?
Mike?
Hello?
Mike,
am I back yet?
Hello.
I can hear you, Mike.
We're talking Slayer.
We're talking Slayer talk.
Slayer. I just had an issue, I think.
Hella Waits on an answering machine.
That's hilarious.
So I got a story like that too. So I was probably 10, and my brother. What year did Appetite for Destruction come out? 89.
Yeah.
So I was
87.
I was 87. So I was 11.
So my same friend, real quick before you go there, my same friend, I'm going through his cabinet, and it's 8th grade. We're going to freshman year. And I'm like, this Guns N' Roses, it fucking sucks. Like, what? He's like, you can have it. I'm like, all right.
Oh, Are you drunk?
He didn't like it, so that's how I got fucking Appetite for Destruction, and that was early August because we were just about to go into fucking high school, and shit. And I'm like, dude, that album's fucking awesome, bro.
Oh yeah,
dude. So my brother heard about it, so we hopped on our bikes. So it was me, my brother, and his best friend Jason. We hopped on our bikes and we rode from my brother's from Jason's house to what was the name of the Underground? Was the name of the shop. So it was like a head shop and music, and you could find the glow in the dark or the black light posters and all that shit, all that good shit. Pick up your leather jacket, your cheap leather jacket too. It was one of those places. Yeah. Dude, it was the longest adventure. It was like 10 miles.
Jesus.
Riding through town, all sorts of shit. My back tire blew out halfway there. It was just, we get the tape, we get it back to Jason's house, and Jason's parents had this big, hi-fi system. Put it in, life-changing experience. God damn, that is still, I would say that is top 5, if not number 1 album ever made, in my opinion.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
It was that album, the way it was produced, the music on it was just, all of their follow-up albums were such a bummer compared to that one.
Well, you really can't compare that.
Yeah.
Again, that's what
User Illusions 1 and 2 are pretty damn good, though.
We're great.
Yeah.
They were great.
Oh, dude.
They were.
After that, though,
yeah.
I could never.
But, dude, Mr. Brownstone, I mean,
it's so easy.
You can't
What's crazy?
Night Train.
Listen to it again.
My Michelle.
And it's like it's like a story.
Oh, it's so good.
You follow the whole album, and it's like they're telling a story.
Him heading out to L.A.
Him going out to L.A., welcome to the jungle, and then,
cocaine,
heroin abuse, and everything else. Like, it's
partying.
It's like, it's such a great album. The way they put the songs together, the way it's produced, the fact that they were actually able to get the feel of them live was just fantastic.
Oh, so
it is
good.
just, it's so good. It is.
It is.
Boy, man, it's awesome. Well.
Oh, real quick.
Todd.
That bombshell.
Woo! We's out of here. I was going to ask
everybody.
Mike real quick. Any news on the Sim Gym? When are you going to go live with that? Soon. You heard it here, people. Coach Mike's going to be going
soon,
live
just like
with the Sim Gym.
Like Grand Theft Auto.
That's right. Exactly. Sometime between now and in the future.
Yeah. Sometime between now and the end of the universe.
That's right.
Might get a little sneak peek. Might be getting a sneak peek soon.
Oh, cool. Woo! Hell yeah. Can't wait. I can't wait. I'm excited. So, yeah, thanks everybody for listening. We appreciate it. We'll be live Wednesday for Round 5 Nations Cup in the Red Bulls. Stay tuned. We'll be live on YouTube. Check it out. And, we'll see you next Monday. Peace.
Yay.